All right, people, let's listen to this sociopath give advice on seduction. And this is the truth. Sociopaths know the game more. They are willing to get dirty. The capacity to be willing to get dirty gives you an advantage in the dating game. And the capacity to lie and be willing to lie, unfortunately, gives you an advantage. But long term, it doesn't. It only gives you short term advantage. So the strategies that she uses are thermonuclear. They work, but they only work for short term gains. Oh shit! Sorry about that. They only work for short term gains. And so if you do this, realize that of try to get a husband or a wife with this. Just remember there are limitations.
Sociopath. Sociopaths tend to get a lot of suitors, and I believe this is why. Empaths have a wall between themselves and other people. Sociopaths do not. This gives people the idea that we have chemistry right away. We tend to be very androgynous. My personality is extremely dominant, but I still dress it in a very feminine way. We give the idea of sexual availability. We dangle it like a carrot, but it's not really there.
So they become a temptation, right? It's almost like a girl who dresses like a slut, but she's a virgin, right? Or it's almost like the guy that looks straight, but he's gay. To a woman, he's a temptation. So he appears.
We are huge on love bombing, future faking, and false promises. When I love bomb, I'll make you feel like the most important person in the world and that all your dreams are achievable. We're very happy to talk about our joint future, house in the suburbs and 2.5 kids. Obviously, this is never going to happen. Do you really think I'm going to live in the suburbs with 2.5 children? Our false promises are grandiose, but you will believe them.
So you see, this is a lot of lying. And what they're doing is that they're tickling your desires, right? They find out what you want, and then they tell you what you want to hear, right? Oh, they'll look the part. So if a girl, for example, there's been plenty of times when I dated women who I knew they wanted a relationship, but they're bad as fuck. God have mercy. But and again, I'm not a nice person. I have other bad traits. And I said to them, nah, it's good because I don't want what you want because I don't want to hurt them. I'm not a sociopath, right? I don't like seeing pain. I don't like being next to someone who's completely depressed because they're hoping that this can turn into something. But what I am missing out on in terms of power is that creates more attachment and it makes them more submissive. Their willpower just completely obliterates into smithereens and you have complete control over them. The problem is that it corrupts you as a person. It corrupts you. You tend to attract more toxic relationships by indulging yourself in the power of taking seducing people in this manner. It works, but it has dark qualities that's very corrupting to people, to the person who you're using it on, and to yourself, right? Let's go back here quickly. I want to listen to this.
I'll make you feel like the most important person in the world and that all your dreams are achievable.
And she's attacked with that. That is catered towards a person with low self-esteem, right? Towards a person who feels like they're the shit, but nobody recognizes it, right? You see what I'm talking about? And so they play on weakness. They prey on the weak. And that's really the sociopathic method. And look, I'm not moralistic, so I'm not here to tell you whether or not it's right or wrong. I'm just pointing it out.
We're very happy to talk about our joint future, house in the suburbs and 2.5 kids. Obviously, this is never going to happen. Do you really think I'm going to live in the suburbs with 2.5 children? Our false promises are grandiose, but you will believe them. I've told people I'll move countries for them. I'll get them into modeling agencies even though they don't fit the requirements.
Yeah, she's talking about that. And she just tells people what they want to hear. Pretty much, that's their method. It's to mirror and become them, and that's pretty seductive. We talk about this in my Patreon because we have a Patreon, and there we have the Robert Greene Book Club, and we also talk about the art of seduction. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, join our Patreon for $5 a month, or become members of the Patreon for $5 a month, or work with me one-on-one. And you could talk to me on the phone, and I could teach you guys how to apply strategies without going straight to hell like she is. Anyways, take care. Bye-bye.